This is the Tri-AN PRC 152. Got it set up on UK PMR channels 2 and 3, I believe. So that was me just transmitting from my Motorola Talkabout. Change up the channel. You see that the little arrow is moving. That's so when it's finished receiving on that channel, you can automatically transmit back. Now, see, a different channel I sent. So as soon as I press transmit, yeah, so that's that working. The you can switch using these between them, should you wish to manually. You can also change to UHF2, VHF, UHF1, UHF2, which is the bandwidth that UK or European PMR frequency is. There's a scan button, press and hold that. Scans. Now, incredibly, this will pick up the Motorola Talkabouts, even if they're using subchannels, it picks them up. You can't transmit unless you can identify the subchannel and punch it in, but it will receive it. So for being a sneaky beaky and having a listen in, then when you want to stop it, you can, I believe, touch that. There you go. You program the numbers straight in from the front, but you can't do 018. It doesn't do it. So then you use these. You can scroll up using the pre up and down. Battery's huge, 5,000 milliamp hours, 8.4 volts. You could probably rig up any 8.4 to it should you wish to. It comes off just like the real steel. Yeah, aerial, huge. This is where you put your accessories. Moving on to accessories, I have got a throat mic, which actually works. And that was about 20 quid. It's not the most comfortable in the ear, but that is obviously easy to change if you can do these things, and I know a man who can. This is a genuine T with a genuine connector. Push to talk. I bought this one because it's waterproof, like the radio. I've also got a Bowman headset with a tri-branded strap. It's really good, just like the real steel. It's got mic front and back. For noise cancelling, I understand. It's a really good quality speaker. It's certainly no less quality than the Element one I have. I've also got an H250 on the way. This is the antenna extension. So you just unscrew the antenna and whop it straight on. People have said about the springs on these being crap. I mean, I can't see a problem with that, but then I'm not a techie, so maybe I wouldn't. But it is just a case of it goes on, push it down, line up the holes, push it down, twist, that's it, that's on now. I do think though, once you've put it on, it stops the speaker working. Yeah, so that works. This is a real steel, but it has been adjusted by Tri because the impedance issues. What that means is the electricity current's different on the real stuff as opposed to this. So although you can see that this is obviously real steel kit, it's been modified to work with the Tri. Keep showing upside down, but you know what a T looks like, obviously. Yeah, you turn it off. When you turn it on, it says that. I don't know if the real steel does. If we go into the menu, you have got a gazillion menu options. Lots of this you can change just from the front screen. This is your stepping. This you need to get right to receive on the UK channels, the European PMRs. It doesn't come with that as standard, so you have to program that in yourself. Vox works really well using the throat mic. That's your wideband or narrowband. A lot of these I can't. That's CTCS. There's lots of different bits. Beep on. So if we change that, because I don't want the beep on. Oh, go back into the menu. Beep off. There we go. Optimum signal. I think that's just that's the idea of the phone, the handset. You can call these. You can ring them individually. I haven't worked that out. I haven't got another one to try it. Don't know what all of these are because I haven't programmed them all in. I've got the manual kicking around here. Offset is you can offset it. So if you're receiving, it basically gives you a bit of extra width on your bandwidth. This is the colours. that it's transmitting on, and then we're back to the main. If we turn it off, the battery comes off just like the real jobby. Push that. Oh, can do it one-handed. Push it and then twist it off. Bought 2 of these, but apparently it being 5,000 milliamp hours and all, will last a whole weekend. Obviously I didn't know that when I bought it, otherwise I probably wouldn't have bothered. But you know, it's economising on postage when you're getting these things from China. Let me just pop this down. Not ideal for one-handed operation, is my first observation. Anyway, that's it. Hopefully there's enough information, and you've learnt a little bit about, there we go. Does it still work? Yeah, it still works. Yeah, you've learnt a little bit about this piece of kit, because it is a lovely bit of kit, expensive, but in my opinion, very much worth the money. Yeah, if you're one of the users that likes a plastic box to put like I talked about in, then it's probably not for you at about 150 to 250 quid, depending upon where you shop. Abroad, that is, as well. But if you've got a toy soldier, MBITR, and you want to upgrade from the 148 to the 152, it does come in green, which is the pretty standard colour. I kind of like the tan. That's just my opinion. But it is swish. The display tells you everything. If I light it up, battery normal, that's the transmission strength. You can see that little bar. It's also got, that's the reception strength, which is a bit intermittent, and I think that's just because my radio's crap more than anything else. Yeah, battery's a bit low, it's a bit rubbish. And that's what the S369, all that gubbins is. So you can see it's branded, for those that like that. It does on the back have some tri-stickers. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to add, really. Apart from the fact that it is really, really good. Really, really like it. Yeah, it doesn't, however, work with real steel kit because of impedance, and the same is true with element PTTs, element headsets, that kind of stuff. Doesn't work. Now, allegedly, you can buy an adapter that screws onto here that allows you to use Kenwood 2 pins just straight out of the box. I don't have the adapter. I've tried to get hold of one. They're not very forthcoming, so I don't know. But I haven't waterproof tested it. I'm probably not going to, because it's a lot of money to lose if I'm wrong. But yeah, I would say if you can afford it, buy one. I hope this is interesting and helpful. I think the main point is to share that it does work on UK 446 frequencies. It works a treat. It's actually a 2 watt transmitter as opposed to a 0.5, which they're supposed to be. You can turn the transmission power down. It improves battery life as well. But yeah, it transmits at 2 watts if you want it to. I've heard people talk about an 8-mile range on transmission on these. The reception with radios is they all receive the same, essentially. It's the transmission strength that makes the difference. So yeah. All right, well, cheerio.